Tonight is not a night for fear. It is not a night for anxiety. It is not a night for worry. You are here because you seek protection, because the world feels unsafe, because danger feels closer than comfort, and your soul longs for covering. There are threats you can see, and dangers you cannot, risks that walk in daylight, and terrors that move in the dark. Some attacks are loud, others are silent, but God sees them all. Psalm 91 was written for nights like this. Nights when the heart feels exposed, when the mind imagines worst-case scenarios, when the body refuses to relax, when the soul asks for refuge. This psalm is not poetry. It is a declaration of divine security. This is the psalm of shelter, the psalm of refuge, the psalm of supernatural safety. It speaks to those who live under pressure, those who feel surrounded by uncertainty, those who fear sudden disaster, those who need peace before sleep. Psalm 91 does not deny danger. It acknowledges it. But it places danger under authority. It declares that no threat is greater than God, no darkness stronger than His light, no attack faster than His protection, no fear louder than His presence. This psalm speaks of a secret place, a hidden refuge, a divine covering invisible to the enemy, a place where fear cannot enter, where destruction cannot reach, where evil has no access, where God Himself becomes your shield. Tonight, Psalm 91 becomes your covering, a wall around your life, a roof over your home, a guard over your sleep, a defense against seen and unseen danger, not by human strength, but by divine promise. This is not superstition. This is not imagination. This is covenant protection, protection promised by God Himself, to those who trust Him, to those who rest in Him, to those who dwell in His presence. Psalm 91 speaks to the night, to the darkness, to the silent threats, to the hidden dangers, and it declares without hesitation, you are not unprotected. You are not alone. If you stay until the end of this prayer, fear will lose its grip, anxiety will loosen its hold, your breathing will slow, your thoughts will settle, your spirit will rest, because protection will be activated. You do not need to stay alert tonight. You do not need to guard yourself. You do not need to anticipate danger. God has taken that role. His presence surrounds you. His angels are assigned. His promises stand watch. Stay here. Do not rush away. Let Psalm 91 speak fully. Let protection be established. Let peace replace fear. Let rest replace vigilance. Because tonight, God covers you. Psalm 91 begins with a powerful condition. It does not speak to everyone. It speaks to those who dwell, those who choose to remain, those who stay close, those who make God their refuge. Protection starts with position. To dwell means more than visiting. It means living, remaining, resting. It is not occasional faith. It is continual trust. A decision to stay under God's covering. The secret place is not physical. It cannot be found on a map. It is a spiritual position, a place of intimacy with God, a place where fear cannot follow, a place hidden from the enemy's reach, a place of divine proximity. When you dwell in the secret place, you are not exposed. You are not vulnerable. You are not visible to every threat. You are covered by the Most High, overshadowed by His presence, surrounded by His authority. The shadow of the Almighty is not darkness. It is protection. It is closeness. It means God is near enough to cover you, near enough to block what comes against you, near enough to intervene instantly, near enough to guard your life. Psalm 91 does not promise a life without danger. It promises a life with refuge. Danger may exist, but it does not have access. Threats may rise, but they do not reach you because you are positioned under God. This psalm teaches us to speak faith aloud. I will say of the Lord. Protection is activated by declaration, by agreement with God's truth, by refusing to partner with fear, by choosing trust over panic. Your words align you with refuge. When you say God is your refuge, you are naming your defender. When you say God is your fortress, you are acknowledging strength beyond yourself. A fortress is not fragile. It does not collapse easily. It is built to withstand attack. My God, in Him I will trust. This is surrender without fear. Trust removes the need for control. It releases the burden of self-defense. It allows God to take full responsibility. Trust places your life in His hands, and His hands never fail. Dwelling in the secret place changes perspective. You stop scanning for danger. You stop anticipating disaster. You stop preparing for loss. Because refuge becomes your default. Peace becomes your posture. Confidence replaces anxiety. Tonight, you are choosing where to dwell. Not in fear, not in worry, not in imagination, but in God's presence, under His authority, inside His protection. This phase establishes your position. You are not exposed. You are not uncovered. You are not vulnerable tonight. You dwell in the secret place. You rest under the Almighty's shadow. And protection has already begun. Psalm 91 now moves from position to action. God does not only cover, He delivers. He rescues. He intervenes. He pulls you out of danger, even when you did not see it coming. Surely He shall deliver you. There is no doubt in this promise, no hesitation, no condition added. God speaks with certainty. Deliverance is not optional. It is guaranteed for those who trust Him. The snare is a hidden trap. It is not obvious. It is not loud. It is designed to catch unexpectedly. Psalm 91 acknowledges unseen danger, traps you never noticed, plans formed quietly against you. Some attacks are not confrontational. They are deceptive. They wait. They lure. They pretend to be harmless. But God sees what you cannot see, and He intervenes before harm occurs. From the snare of the fowler, the enemy studies patterns. He watches habits. He observes routines. He waits for vulnerability. But God interrupts strategy. He dismantles traps before they close. And from the deadly pestilence, not every danger is visible. Some threats move silently. Some spread quietly. Some attack the body. Some attack the mind. But God's protection covers all forms. Psalm 91 declares comprehensive protection, not partial, not selective, not limited. God guards against physical harm, against emotional damage, against spiritual attack. He shall cover you with His feathers. This is intimacy, not distance. God does not protect from afar. He draws close, like a parent shielding a child, like wings covering vulnerability. Under His wings you shall take refuge. This is rest, not resistance. You do not fight here. You do not run here. You hide in safety. You trust the covering. You remain protected. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. Truth blocks lies. Truth stops fear. Truth intercepts deception. What the enemy whispers is silenced. What anxiety suggests is rejected. God's truth stands guard over your mind. Tonight, every hidden snare is exposed. Every unseen trap is disabled. Every silent threat is neutralized. God goes before you. He clears the path. He removes danger before you arrive. You walk safely. This phase seals deliverance. You are not walking into danger unknowingly. You are not vulnerable to surprise attacks. You are not exposed to hidden harm. God is actively delivering you right now, and nothing escapes His protection. Psalm 91 now confronts fear directly, not gently, not indirectly, but with authority. Fear is named, fear is exposed, and fear is stripped of power. You shall not be afraid. This is not advice. This is not encouragement. This is a command. Fear does not get permission to stay. It does not negotiate. It leaves when God speaks. The psalm names the terror by night, fear that comes in silence, fear that grows in darkness, fear that visits the mind before sleep, Fear that whispers worst outcomes, fear that tightens the chest, fear that steals rest. God addresses the night specifically because fear loves darkness. It feeds on imagination. It multiplies in quiet moments. But Psalm 91 declares dominance over the night. Darkness does not rule your thoughts. God does. You shall not fear the arrow by day. Fear does not change with sunlight. It shifts form. It attacks through words, through news, through confrontation. But God covers both day and night. Fear is not selective. It attacks the strong and the weak, the prepared and the unprepared. But Psalm 91 establishes authority. Fear does not decide your actions. Fear does not shape your future. God does. The psalm also speaks of pestilence in darkness. Threats you cannot see, dangers you cannot track, things that feel uncontrollable. God does not minimize them. He places them under his rule. They do not dominate you, nor shall you fear destruction at noonday. This speaks to sudden events, unexpected loss, abrupt change, moments without warning. God's protection covers timing itself. Nothing catches him off guard. Fear thrives on the unknown. But Psalm 91 reveals certainty. God knows where you are. God knows what surrounds you. God knows what approaches you, and he controls the outcome. Fear loses its foundation. Tonight, fear is not allowed to stay. It does not sleep with you. It does not follow you into rest. It does not whisper into your dreams. God's presence fills the space fear tried to occupy. Peace replaces vigilance. Calm replaces tension. Fear once tried to guard you, but it failed. God is now your guard. He does not panic. He does not grow tired. He does not miss threats. He stands watch faithfully. This phase ends with authority restored. Fear no longer controls your night. Anxiety no longer commands your thoughts. Your mind submits to peace. Your body responds to rest. Your spirit settles under God's rule, and fear has no power over you. Psalm 91 now declares absolute protection, not partial, not temporary, not conditional. It speaks of safety in the middle of chaos, security while danger surrounds, peace while others fall. 1,000 may fall at your side. This verse does not deny reality. It acknowledges danger nearby, loss happening around you, trouble touching others, fear spreading quickly, but it draws a clear boundary. 10,000 at your right hand. This speaks of overwhelming threat, pressure that feels impossible to escape, situations that look uncontrollable, moments where fear says everyone is vulnerable. But God interrupts that narrative. He declares separation. But it shall not come near you. This is not optimism. This is divine authority. God establishes distance. Danger may exist, but it does not cross the line. Protection enforces boundaries. You may see chaos. You may hear alarming reports. You may witness sudden changes. But Psalm 91 declares immunity, not ignorance, not denial, but divine covering. Only with your eyes shall you look. This verse restores control. You observe without being consumed. You witness without being harmed. You remain standing while others fall, not because you are better, but because you are covered. This is not favoritism. This is covenant, protection promised by God himself to those who dwell in him, to those who trust his refuge, to those who choose faith over fear. The promise is personal. No evil shall befall you. This is comprehensive. Evil is blocked. Harm is denied access. Destruction is stopped at the border. God does not negotiate with danger. He forbids it. Nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. Your home is included. Your family is included. Your place of rest is included. Protection is not limited to you alone. It extends to what you love, what you pray for. Psalm 91 establishes sacred territory. Your dwelling becomes guarded ground. Your space becomes protected space. Fear is not allowed to reside there. Danger is not allowed to enter. Chaos is not allowed to rule. God claims authority over your environment. Tonight, This promise stands active, not symbolic, not distant, not delayed. God's word enforces protection now, while you sleep, while you rest. This phase seals your safety. Evil stops outside your boundary. Harm loses access to your life. Threats dissolve before reaching you. Your home rests under divine command. Your night remains secure because God has spoken. Psalm 91 now reveals how protection operates. God does not leave safety to chance. He gives commands. He assigns guardians. He releases authority. He mobilizes heaven on your behalf. Protection becomes active and intentional, for he shall give his angels charge over you. This is not a suggestion. It is an order from God. Angels receive instruction. They are assigned purpose. They are sent with direction. They obey without delay. Angels are not symbols. They are not metaphors. They are ministers of God's will. They move where God sends them. They act when God commands them. They guard what God values. And tonight, they guard you, to keep you in all your ways. That protection is not selective. It does not cover only special moments. It follows you continuously, in movement and in rest, in decisions and in stillness. God's watch never pauses. This means your steps are observed, your paths are monitored, your transitions are guarded, even when you feel alone, even when you are unaware, even when you are asleep. Heaven remains alert. They shall bear you up in their hands. This speaks of intervention, of prevention, of rescue before harm. Angels act before impact, before injury, before damage occurs, lest you dash your foot against a stone. This verse speaks of small dangers, not only great disasters, but subtle harm, minor accidents, unnoticed risks. God covers even what seems insignificant. Nothing in your life is too small for God's care. Every step matters, every moment counts, every movement is known. Angels are attentive to details. They guard without distraction. They do not grow tired. Tonight, angelic protection is active around you. Not passive, not symbolic, but real and present. They stand at the boundaries. They watch over your rest. They guard your environment. This protection does not sleep. It does not blink. It does not weaken at night. While your body rests, heaven stays awake. Angels remain assigned. God remains in command. You do not need to see them. You do not need to feel them. Protection works whether you notice or not. Faith rests in God's word. Not in sensation, not in emotion. God's promise is sufficient. This phase seals divine supervision. You are watched, you are guarded, you are protected. Every step is covered, every moment is secured, because heaven has been instructed. Psalm 91 now declares dominance, not escape, not avoidance, but authority. This phase is not about hiding, it is about overcoming. God does not only protect you. You shall tread upon the lion and the cobra. These are symbols of power and danger. Strength and deception, open attack and hidden threat. Psalm 91 names both. Nothing is left unaddressed. God gives authority over all of it. The lion represents intimidation, fear meant to paralyze you, pressure meant to silence you, threats meant to dominate your decisions. But intimidation loses its power here. You do not run from it, you stand over it. The cobra represents deception, quiet danger, hidden poison, subtle lies, attacks that enter unnoticed. But Psalm 91 removes its power. Deception is exposed and neutralized. You shall trample the young lion and the serpent. This is total victory, not partial, not temporary. Even future threats are addressed. God does not wait for danger to mature. He stops it at the root. This authority is not human arrogance. It is delegated power, power given by God Himself. You do not overcome by strength. You overcome by position, by covenant, by divine backing. Victory here is calm. It does not require shouting. It does not require effort. It flows from alignment with God. When you dwell in him, when you trust his covering, authority follows naturally. Psalm 91 shows a progression from refuge to protection, to fearlessness, to angelic defense, and finally to victory. God completes what he begins. No threat outranks God's authority. No enemy exceeds his power. No attack bypasses his command. What rises against you must bow. What challenges you must submit. What intimidates you must retreat. Because God stands with you, tonight this victory is sealed. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. The enemy does not get another chance. Threats lose permission. Fear loses its voice. You do not walk forward afraid. You walk forward assured, covered, guarded, backed by heaven. Your life stands under divine authority, and nothing challenges that. This phase completes the promise. Protection has become dominion. Safety has become authority. Refuge has become victory. You do not merely survive the night. You overcome it because God has spoken. Tonight, Psalm 91 has been fully declared, not partially, not softly, but with authority. Every promise has been spoken, every protection has been activated, and heaven has responded to your faith. You are not ending this prayer exposed. You are not ending it vulnerable. You are ending it covered, surrounded, guarded, positioned under divine authority. God has taken responsibility for your safety. What followed you into this night stops here. Fear loses permission. Anxiety releases its grip. Threats lose access. Danger is denied entry. Your atmosphere has changed. Peace now takes control. Now we seal this prayer. Every word spoken remains active. Every promise stands firm. No reversal, no delay, no interference. What God has established cannot be undone. I declare rest over your mind, calm over your thoughts, stillness over your heart, protection over your body, covering over your home, safety over your family, peace over your entire night. You do not need to stay alert anymore. You do not need to watch the shadows. You do not need to anticipate danger. God is watching. God is guarding. God is commanding heaven on your behalf. You are safe to rest. Tonight, angels remain assigned. They stand at the boundaries. They guard your steps. They protect your dwelling. They enforce God's command. Nothing crosses what God has sealed. Nothing breaks through his covering. As you sleep, protection does not sleep. As you rest, authority remains active. As your body relaxes, heaven stays alert. No sudden fear will wake you. No hidden danger will reach you. No threat will disturb your peace. Your night belongs to God. If this prayer spoke to your heart, do not remain silent. Faith grows when it is declared. Agreement releases power. You are not alone here. This is a place of unity, a place of divine covering. Subscribe to receive God's protection every night. Each prayer is released with purpose. Each psalm is declared with authority. This channel exists to guard your nights, to strengthen your faith, to help you rest in God, night after night. If you believe God is protecting you tonight, type Amen in the comments. Let this be your declaration of trust, your agreement with God's promises, your testimony of faith. Heaven sees your response, and your faith is honored. Now rest. Let your breathing slow. Let your body relax. Let your thoughts be still. God is awake. God is guarding you, and this night is covered by him.